The dictionary definition of art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, but we think it's much more than that. Art is a community that is vital to the upbringing of many, and being involved in the art community is something that just really grows you as a person, whether it's through confidence or just through a sense of togetherness. It gives students a way to express themselves through more than just our typical classes. In order to go beyond the average classes, our school has a program that's similar to JAGS but art-based called JSA. JSA stands for Jackson School of the Arts, and through the program you're able to take your normal classes that are more artistically based and better fit for students that think more creatively. You can also go beyond the normal classes and take multiple levels of theater, dance, band, choral, and art. We interviewed some JSA students to see what the program has done for them.
I think that art is all-encompassing. I think that it finds its way into every avenue, everywhere that we exist. We see it in our homes, in our rooms, in the buildings that we go to, in the streets that we drive on. Things that start out as functionality end up becoming artistic in the end.
What type of arts are you involved in?
I'm involved in dance, theater, choir, and though I'm not taking an art class in school, I'm still involved with it outside of it.
I'm involved in choir, dance, and theater.
I'm in choir and dance and theater.
I'm involved in theater and band and also in jazz band.
What impact has the arts made on your life?
It's been a really big part of my life. I mean, it got me into JSA and stuff. And like while I was young, I did theater programs and I was always like in camps for that. And art has been like one of my main ways of, like sitting with myself, I guess.
I have gotten so much more confident after I've joined in all of these things. I'm a very shy, naturally person, and being a part of these, outgoing groups, I've really gained a lot of confidence.
Since I've joined the arts, I've gained a lot of confidence and I've gotten a lot more outgoing and gotten more friends, so that's good.
It really kind of gave me an opportunity to really get out there and do some fun stuff with a lot of great people. So it was really nice to have that opportunity where a lot of kids don't really get to experience something like that. So it definitely had a large impact on my life and kind of something that I would recommend to anyone who's interested in taking a class like that.
Was there a specific thing that got you involved in the arts?
Mostly my parents and my old theater teacher. He was my favorite. His name was Mr. Pizzagna. And my parents are both really big in arts, like visual arts, so that was the main thing that started me off.
I danced for a long time before high school, and so I just joined for dance at first, and then I thought I'd try everything else, and I'm really loving everything.
I've been in dance and I've been singing since I was really little, and my whole family is very arts oriented, so yeah.
I would say what got me involved in the arts is a long time ago, I have to say, thinking about it back to 8th grade, seems like a while ago. But Mrs. Gardner, and I knew her a while back before because I used to participate in the JSA summer camps when I was really little. And I kind of thought I knew that I wanted to do something like that with theater and plays and jazz and music and something like that from a long time ago. So I really thought that it was that kind of intervention with the teachers kind of really helping you build as who you are that really made me feel like this is something that I want to do, something that I really want to get out there and get to experience.
And I think that's kind of what art is all about, especially in education. If you can plant that seed where a kid starts to think and they start to build confidence in what they're doing, in particular with art and visual arts, I think the sky's the limit and they can run with it. And the potential is always incredible. As long as they have that belief and that confidence, I really think that that's where it all starts.
Art isn't only important at Jackson, but it's also important at Canton City Schools. There's a little bit of controversy surrounding the arts program right now due to the fact that it's going to have a change for the reconstruction plans for the district. The new plan is called the Design for Excellence Plan, and it involves shortening the time students can spend in the art program from 1st grade to 8th grade to now 1st grade to 6th grade. People are a little worried about this decision because the art program makes such an impact on the students, especially in those critical early teenage years. Former student Phoenix Lee, who is now studying at OSU, says that their time in the academy were some of the best and most formative years at the school. They believe that taking away this program for younger students is taking away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for their minds. Jennifer Anderson, parent of 3 students who have been involved in the program, fears that the classes will be lost and that it will make the transition into the next school year even harder, especially considering the struggles of e-learning that many students faced. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel for this plan, because by removing the 7th and 8th graders, it gives them room to be immersed in STEAM. STEAM is similar to STEM, but they've now added a focus on art into it.
It's so important to open up the creative pathways for everything that we do. Yes, it's very important that we learn mathematics and we understand how numbers work, and we have a language that we can speak universally across the world in something like mathematics, where we can see how it works and functions for everybody. And that's wonderful. But the people who make the biggest strides for us forward as human beings in things like mathematics are not the ones that walk in the door and do the problems in the book. So the people that take us forward in mathematics are the ones who are creative, who are coming up with new ideas that nobody's ever thought of before. And the way that you do that is you open up yourself to creativity, and I think the best way to do that is through the arts.
It's important to get children involved in STEAM because by showing there's room for art and creativity in science and mathematics, it expands the mindset of those students and allows them more control on their education, as well as a more personalized education.
The art community expands at more than just a local level, and that is where the Broadway for Arts Education comes in. They provide arts education, creating a bridge between the Broadway community and the underserved youth to open doors through which tomorrow's leaders can emerge. The co-founders, Kathy Plaff and Ben Houston, created Broadway for Arts Education after returning home from the Shantai Bavin Children's Project in 2015. From that point forward, they had the mission to guarantee students continuous access to an arts education. We had the opportunity to ask a BAE ambassador, Rachel Zatkoff, questions about the organization and its global impact. We asked her about her first-hand experience of the program and what she feels is important about the arts. When asked about the impact art has on community, she said art builds and creates a community, bringing people together. She later told us about her experience in the program, specifically what she does beyond the United States. She also says that her biggest takeaway from the program for her is human connection and discovering who advocated for her growing up, the teachers that taught her, and the lessons she learned along the way. She says that art is the most vulnerable way to give of ourselves and to connect with others. Rachel was very eager to help us because of her beliefs about the importance of arts education. She believes that the arts education gives us a perspective on not only art, but life as well. Art always ends up putting someone in your corner and giving you a mentor, and to quote Rachel, there's nothing better than that. If you are interested in helping out the Broadway for Arts Education organization, you can find all the information needed on their website. When on their website, click the Get Involved tab. You can choose to do monthly donations, a fundraiser, or even sponsor community. If you have further questions, Rachel Zatkoff is welcome to help and even get in contact with the founders for more information.
We used multiple parts of the Broadway for Arts Education program, including the Behaven Music Festival, along with a clip from the Girl on Fire performance from the festival, along with the #social distancing sing-along of Fight Song and dance students from Haiti. We also used the article from Joyce Huser called STEAM and the Role of Arts in STEM, along with 2 websites from Kelly Weir, who's a writer for the Canton Repository about the Canton City Schools change. Our music was all done by JSA students, past and present, featuring No Title by Alex Nam, Days After by Elijah McMongle, and Summer After August by Chase Gusti. It also includes footage from the JSA B-roll folder and Pexels.